What I like most about about my VR body is just the fact that it's interchangeable. Like I like the fact that I've got several models that all have the same color scheme, or at least a variation of it. So it's very still recognizably me. Like even if there was no name, it's still recognizably me based on the color scheme. But I can switch into different avatars for like different moods I'm in. Like if I'm feeling a different avatar, if I'm feeling like again being a little more.
I'm fat.
It's just not you at this point. It's just not you.
Getting home and settling in, putting on my virtual skin. Oh, I love this world, I love this place, I love the sky, I love your face, I love everything I am. I'm ready to just be me, 'cause here I can set my troubles free. Come tell me your story.
I would just get one replaced and just see the difference between like a bionic eye and a human eye. And like, if a bionic eye is as cool as I hope it would be, it would have like, night vision, thermal, it would have like zoom, it would have all these different features built into it. And if one eye worked out good, then maybe like, a couple months later I'd get the other eye done. And then I would have like perfect vision with all these different, benefits and stuff. And that would be amazing. And then the other thing I would maybe get is legs. I would just replace my legs.
If I could modify my body, I would give myself legs that could absorb an impact from any height. Or fall from any height, so I could jump like off of the tallest building or the tallest mountain or whatever, and just fall for like 10 minutes straight, and then just land standing straight up on my feet. Boom! No damage to my body.
I'd want a bionic heart. Yeah, because I feel like, you know how like when you're running and you're really out of shape and your heart just starts beating out of your chest and you're like, oh man, I'm gonna have to stop or I'm gonna die. I wouldn't have that feeling. It would be so much easier for me to go for a run and all that stuff. Then I would just stop when my legs are tired. Instead of when it's like, okay, I guess my heart's probably gonna not give out 20 years early.
If I had bionic limbs and everything, I don't think I'd do more sports, but I would definitely do more adventuring. Like, go climb some mountains, go scuba diving. I'll get an implant that lets me breathe underwater, and then I'll go scuba diving. I'd probably feel a little more confident to go, I don't know. Skydiving really scares me. I don't know if I'll do that one. Because even if you hit the ground, all your robot parts will still break. So maybe not, but maybe.
What would be the point of doing physical activities if you can't benefit from them and your body doesn't get healthier? If you're using those bionic parts, the bionic parts aren't going to get any better by you using them. If anything, they'll get worse, just because you're using them so much. And if you're planning on using them in sports, that's just cheating. That's just straight up cheating. You can't be a pro baseball player and actually have a cannon for an arm. It's like, no, you can't do that.
At first, yeah, there's going to be the no modifications in the sports, and then they're going to be like, all right, let's have a league with no modifications, and then a league with modifications, and then there's going to be entirely new sports made for people with body modification, because there's going to be stuff that you just can't do now that you could do with robot body parts, like the high impact absorbent legs. You're going to see skydiving with no parachutes. Who can land closest to the bullseye from 10 miles up? You're going to see crazy sports like that.
Bionic limbs and stuff like that are already affecting sports, because there was that person who was a runner who had no feet. They had these spring feet instead. And how do you classify? Right, exactly. So, that's like saying, gosh, should people with rocket boots be able to compete with people in sneakers? Yeah, almost, right?
Then also it would have a big impact on labor jobs too. People in the factories, someone with bionic legs that can stand for 24 hours a day would be more beneficial than someone who would have to take breaks. From standing and stuff like that. And then people with bionic arms would be more, valuable to a company for lifting things, in a warehouse or something. So it would be.
Yeah, they can just
for
like
some
swap their
fields-
hand for like a tool.
Yeah. For some jobs, it would be more beneficial to have someone that has the right bionics for that job.
So if I had a brain-computer interface and I had, this super processor inside my head, I think the first thing I would do would be go to my local pub trivia. I would love to sit down and know all of the answers and just completely get, the perfect score. And yeah, that would be so satisfying to just one time just know everything. I couldn't resist doing that. That'd be great.
The other thing too is maybe as a freebie they could add more RAM so we could remember stuff, because right now 3 minutes and man, don't remember nothing.
Would I be a giant insect in real life? Probably. I don't know. I'm pretty attached to my human body, and so I'd have a hard time giving that up pretty much under any circumstances. But if I had to replace my human body with something, a giant insect is probably close to what I would pick. Yeah.
All right. If I woke up tomorrow and I suddenly had this IRL and it's acceptable, I'd probably suffer a lot because I have this sticking out of my backside, and a lot of human chairs aren't designed for tails. This would be an issue.
If I was going to spend the rest of my life living in solitude in the desert, yes, I would totally take this body because I'd be able to hold so much water without needing to get more for so long, and I'd be able to sit in the sun and just be like, yeah, this doesn't bother me. It's awesome.
I like my real life, but despite all of the talk about uploading into robot, I'm pretty happy with my real person outside of this VR one. Yeah.
And we have our own human troubles as far as bodies are concerned. Neither of us are perfect. But
I'm perfect.
it's okay. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I guess I don't have a choice. I'm attached to my body, but it's just kind of like between the mind and the body, it's kind of like when it hurts, it's kind of like, okay, I gotta go up the stairs. Come on, you can do it. Ha!
Totally. I wasn't able to get out of bed for 4 years. It was a burden. It was very, very difficult to get out of bed for 4 years. I would just end up missing school. And I would just end up not doing anything, saying I was sick or something like that. And it ends up, I'm not going to go into the full story. I'll save that for another time. It's just this, it feels like you're trapped inside something that doesn't want to work with you. It's something that doesn't want to do what is good for you. It wants to, it just does whatever, and you have no control over it, even though you should.
If whoever that all of us, if we could communicate with our body, if your body could talk to you, I would think it would also say, I love you. I think it would say that to the brain because we're all our lives, what we do is we try to build up like this, and we try to make this okay, we try to make things good, right? And I think that that's a big, I think if you could listen to your actual body talking to you, it would say, thank you. And you're doing okay, and it's going to be all right.
It's done.
Wait, what is this? This is not what I wanted. No.
My bad.
What the? Oh my god, oh my god.